Not seeing my videos in your subscription feed? Make sure you've clicked the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my newest uploads.
Hey, what's up people? Piz out here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about 2012's Found, directed by Scott Schirmer and written by Scott Schirmer and Todd Rigney, based on the novel by Mr. Rigney. And Found is about an alienated, bullied young man who likes to find people's secrets. In the case of his mother, her secrets are a box of old love letters from a former beau that she keeps under her bed. In the case of his father, his secrets are a box of old girly mags that he keeps in the garage. In the case of his older brother, his secret is that he keeps decapitated human heads in a bowling ball bag in his bedroom closet. Now, if you've been with my channel for any period of time, you know that I have this hypothesis about horror movie fans, really about genre movie fans, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, because those genres are fringe genres. So they appeal to fringe people or outsiders, either people who feel like outsiders or people who truly are outsiders. So it's no wonder that the young protagonist in this film, being bullied, being alienated, being ostracized, is a huge horror movie fan. And now, I went into Found not knowing what to expect, really not knowing anything about the movie whatsoever. And by the end of it, I was pleasantly unnerved, disturbed, and really blown away by the fact that this film cost $8,000. So my hat is off to Mr. Schirmer for making a movie like this, as competently made, as well made as Found, on such a shoestring budget. And I actually think the budget is a huge asset to this movie, because the low budget quality of this film just lends to the authenticity of the film. It's almost as if you're watching a documentary about, bullied kids. And one of the things the movie does so exceptionally well, and I don't want to make this into an anti-bullying, video, but it takes the topic of bullying and being bullied as a kid in school very, very seriously. And the fact that a lot of adults think that bullying is just sort of, it's a rite of passage, it just happens, they'll grow out of it, everything will be okay, and not really pay enough attention to the toll that it takes on these kids and how it instills this air of adults just don't understand, my parents don't understand, they just don't care, as long as it doesn't bother them, as long as it doesn't, they're fine with it. So I have no one to turn to. In the case of Found, the only person that this young man has to turn to is his brother. Unfortunately, his brother is a psychotic serial killer who likes to decapitate people and keep their heads in his closet in a bowling ball bag. Now, being a huge horror movie fan, his younger brother loves to sneak into the bedroom, open up the bags, put rubber gloves on, look at the heads, analyze the heads. There's a moment in the film toward the beginning where he's like, I've seen a lot of horror movies and none of the heads really look like this. And he talks very deeply about how, this head was once attached to someone who had thoughts and feelings, and these lips kissed people that they loved. And I was really blown away by this film, the depth of this film. It's a very conflicting movie. I felt very conflicted watching the movie. There's a sequence in the film where the older brother has killed one of the younger brother's bullies. And the younger brother thanks him and gives him a big hug. And part of me is like, oh, look at this warm brotherly bonding moment. And then I remember, well, wait a minute, he just killed somebody. There's another great sequence in the film where the younger brother finally is tired of being picked on and bullied, and he turns the table on one of his bullies and smashes his head into a tree a few times and gives him a pretty good beating. And you see the transition from sweet, innocent, completely harmless little kid to, well, he's not just acting like his older brother, he's looking like his older brother. He's got that sort of dead-eyed, soulless look in his eyes. And you can see that, that road is kind of laid out before him to be just like his brother, because maybe his brother, when he was younger, was in kind of the same boat. The family dynamic is completely strained. The mother doesn't really like the father. The father's just sort of off in his own world. Neither of them get it. So you can definitely see that path is laid out for the younger brother. And the ending of this film, it's one of those endings where I was just kind of frozen with the remote in my hand. And it's a great ending. Perfect ending for this kind of movie. And I was really blown away. I was absolutely blown away by how great this movie was. Because it cost $8,000. It looks like it cost a lot more, but not enough to be like, you know what I mean? Like I said, that low budget quality is a complete asset to this movie because it gave it this almost documentary-like sense of realism. But you had, I'm sure, mostly amateur actors that turn in really good performances. The young man who plays the bullied younger brother is absolutely phenomenal. You go from feeling sorry for him to feeling frightened for him to feeling kind of frightened of him. The older brother who plays the serial killer, again, phenomenal job. The parents, great job. I cannot say enough good things about this movie. My only minor qualms with it are some pacing issues. Those are easily overlooked. This is a phenomenal movie. My hat is off to Scott Schirmer, the director of this film, the co-writer of this film as well. I cannot say enough good things about it. The movie came out in 2012. I think it hit some film festivals here and there. It's coming out this year. It's finally getting a Blu-ray release. I don't think it got any kind of Blu-ray DVD release before now. But it's coming out on Blu-ray soon. I'll put a link to the website where you can pre-order the Blu-ray. It's definitely worth it. Seek it out. Watch Found. Again, I cannot say enough good things about this movie. Give me this movie. Give me Found every day of the week and twice on Sunday, as opposed to, the bigger budget, theatrical movies. I don't want to name names, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the kind of horror stuff that we've been getting in theaters lately. Bye-bye, man. Rings. Give me Found. Give me Found. This was a great movie. A great movie. If you happen to have seen Found, please let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.